All right, everybody, good night, good night, good night. Welcome to Computer Science Unit 1, free classes in collaboration with PCSG, Private Caribbean Study Goals. Let me let you know how this came about. There is a group called PCSG. What you need to know about PCSG is they have a Discord channel, Private Caribbean Study Goals. And on Private Caribbean Study Goals, you will be able to see their Discord and they share things. The website is not up yet. The website up yet, I don't know. The website was supposed to be up by now, but that's okay. Right, so that's the logo up there, PCSG. These are people. You can follow them on Instagram. All the information about PCSG I will put in the link to the video, so you could find out everything that they have. Basically, they have like free classes for everything, every subject that I could think of. There's a lot. Right, so she will message me for sure. All the information. Just letting you know. Right, her name is Jasmine, and she's one of the hardest working teenagers that you'll ever meet in life. So, we're doing computer science, a mixture of computer science and IT. You will get like in between. But Jared, you don't need Cape IT because I'm your teacher. So, like, if I'm your teacher and then you come and watch my streams still, either one or two things. You really want to know more about IT, or I'm not teaching you good enough and you need to see me teach you again. I don't know. You'll see how it goes. Mods inside here. Normally I have mods in my chat. That's Javish, Ren, Spanish, Jared, and Geo might pass through if you like it. If you like it. So let me know all the people that are inside. Rep your country, send me a flag, and let's get ready to go. Hi, my name is Mr. Charles from makeITsimpleTT Educational Solutions, and I teach information technology. I have classes at the CSEC level, at the CAPE level, information technology classes for adults who want to learn technology, workshops, seminars for teachers, seminars for companies, anything that makes information technology simple for people who need to use it, we do it. Let's see how this thing goes. I am opening up the computer science syllabus because I need to see what the syllabus looks like and ask you all where y'all are meant to focus on. And basically tonight's live is we're trying to figure out what we want to focus on for the next few weeks. And I'll create a little timetable on what we will do because I'm committed to doing this every Sunday night for those of y'all who need help. So I see I have Jamaica, Trinidad, BB. Oh, BB is Barbados, yeah. Barbados. The flag's not coming up on the YouTube chat though. Normally the flags does come up, but right now I just seen the country letters. You all seen the flags in the chat? I don't see any flags in the chat. Anyhow, yes, I've seen some students that I teach in my lessons classes here. Seen like Rihanna here and what else? Okay, so let me know. Let's start with the syllabus. Alright, so this is the layout for the Unit 1 syllabus. Unit 1 is Computer Architecture and Organization, Problem Solving with Computers, and Programming. So it's up to y'all to let me know what we need to focus on, and I will take note of it. And when I take note of it, I will be able to prepare classes for y'all specifically for those issues. So by now, you should have gone through enough of the computer science syllabus to kind of realize what you suck at. Sorry to say it so bluntly, but really and truly, you're probably not good because you didn't get to learn it properly in school or whatever. I'm going to try to be here to help you for it. So let me know. Or you want me to go like, go into the actual syllabus and go through the different parts, and then you let me know which things you lost with. I don't know. You'll have to tell me. Communication in the chat. Communicating. Alright, so I'll take it that y'all just don't need any help and you just kind of. It's like me talking to my virtual classes when you ask them questions and they just don't bother to answer. It's like they're in shock, like, what? The teacher asks a question. How crazy is that? Madness. So module 1, module 2, or module 3, which module should be like what module should we work on? Let me say it one more time. Every Sunday night, I'm committed to doing whatever y'all ask. So once y'all have the consensus of what you, yeah, Jared, I know you does answer. I can't fault you for that at all. Even if it's just a yes sir, I appreciate it. It does count. Sid said module 2. Alright, so he said module 2. So let's go down to module 2 and see what happened in module 2. Module 2. Module 2. Module 2. Module 2. Alright, so module 2 basically starts with this problem solving, definition of problem solving, analysis. Tell me which one. Now, Michael, I'm not doing anything. I can't go through the whole module 2 tonight, Like the purpose of this live here is for us to figure out what we're going to be doing for the next few weeks. So I need to find out from you all which parts you want me to prepare, because I have to prepare the lesson. It's not like I could just be like, I mean, I could just be like, oh, you all need help with this. I could put things in place and get it to work, and yeah, no problem. But I want to actually prepare a lesson to make sure you understand and have questions and all those sort of things. And I really plan to do that on the fly. So I need to know, I need to get some topics that you all need clarity on, or some things that you bounce up. So that's why I need the feedback from you all. I need the feedback to know what is the issue, what are the issues you're all facing, and how I can help. Because it's impossible for me to teach the whole syllabus between now and the exam. That would be a crash course, but I have specific crash courses for that. But I'm trying to actually teach, give questions, you all do the work, and then you come back the next week and we kind of follow along from there. Are you following me? Do you understand? So, Sid said module 2. Which part of module 2? I have the whole of module 2 up here right now. Some pseudocode with arrays and increment questions. All right, I'll take note of that. Pseudocode. Arrays and increments. All right. Sid said number 7, which is interpret algorithm, some case problems, determination of output and correctness of a given algorithm. Okay. So finding, determining the output of certain algorithms. All right, taking notes. Crystal Stewart said a multiplexer, right? I'd explain multiplexers. All right, multiplexers, that's in module 1. Yeah, I could explain that too. So I'll put it on the list. Oh yeah, y'all don't forget to like the video, because liking videos on YouTube is nice. You should do that more regularly to show your support. Yep. All right, so far, y'all asking about pseudocode, arrays, and increments. So I'll probably have to teach arrays and show how to manipulate arrays. That's no problem. I could prepare a nice little lesson for that we could do that next week. Determining the output of certain algorithms. How they usually test this is they test this with the shapes, with the where you have to print out the stars and the ands and all that stuff. Then there's multiplexers. Multiplexers is module 1 kind of stuff. So I could prepare a little explanation for that so you could understand. But before we go into multiplexers, I'll have to do a little bit of work on logic gates to make sure that everybody is on the same page. And then you can kind of grasp how the multiplexer is going to work. But I will be able to prepare that too. So keep them coming and listening. So far I have 3 topics. That will most likely take us 3 weeks. I could probably do some tonight, one tonight, because I could do the determining the output of the algorithm for you tonight. So 1, 2, 3. Anybody else? Anything else in computer science you want me to go over, explain, articulate, make sense of? Anything that's kind of blurry for you that you may or may not have seen so far? And by the way, if you all have problems with your IA and you don't know how to code your IA, I have videos to be able to show you how to code your IA on the channel. So I could do that. All right, next person says what flip-flops. All right, so we could take some flip-flops and registers. Flip-flops and registers are close to the same thing. Because basically a flip-flop a register is a bunch of flip-flops put together. So I could definitely touch on that, make that clearer for you. We will schedule it out, and then I'll send the schedule to Jasmine, and Jasmine will send it out to the groups so that everybody will know when I'm dealing with which topic and which live you probably want to come to, which live you could miss because you think you understand that good enough already. That's basically how this is going to go, because this is totally in collaboration with PCSG. And I want you to know about PCSG because they are cool. PCSG. There. PCSG. Every time I put my hand up, the camera's autofocus and then the green screen is getting messed up. See if I can put my hand behind my head and I'll figure it out there. PCSG. That's it right there. PCSG. PCSG. And I see the yellow too well. All right, any more topics that you want me to touch on? Because I like to plan my life. So if I plan these topics, next week I'll tell you all which one we're going to do, and I'm going to plan the lesson and make sure that it's ready and available so that when you all come, you're going to get a solid lesson and you're going to get a solid understanding. C programming. What do you mean by C programming? You mean the whole of C programming? You mean like to teach you how to program in C from scratch? Johnny Davidson, please let me know which part of C programming you're struggling with, because saying C programming, not exactly clearing up everything. Flowcharts. If your question is C programming, the whole of C programming, we might have a bigger problem on our hands. Jasmine, you gotta be a little clearer. You all want me to do the whole of C programming. Like C programming from start to finish, which is basically the whole of module 3. So from writing hello world all the way to writing an array of structures and functions. Please tell me. All right, let me get to that. Let me get to the part of C programming so you all could kind of see what is required for C programming, because that's a lot. So you want me to be able to Oh, so they want me to go through the whole of module 3. The whole thing. That's what we saying there? Like, for real, the whole of module 3? From start to finish? Okay. All right. Okay. I'll have to take that and just look at it. So I have to go through the whole of C programming. Well, it's sure it's not like, certain parts of C programming, because if all can write a hello world program, then things real bad. Like if you're doing computer science and you can't write hello world, um, that's a bit tragic. Brian Fisher said control structures in C. Right, so I could live with that. I could live with, okay, control structures in C. Control structures in C, good. That makes sense. Now I could know, all right, so I'm dealing with while loops, I'm dealing with for loops. And then you could tell me things like, file manipulation or structures or functions or something like that. Because if you say the whole of module 3, then it not really going on, that really not gonna make sense. That would be extremely difficult for me to do between now and exams. These are supplemental classes. Nested for loops. All right, I could give you nested for loops too. In algorithms. Nested loops. All right, so nested loops, we could work on that too. We could do some algorithms in that. All right. Okay. Good so far. All right, so anything else? I think I can knock off one of these for tonight, which is determining output of certain algorithms. That's pretty easy. Anybody else? Anybody else? Are you sure? Don't make me out of beg. All right, I am done asking. Okay, so let's go. Let me get some questions up for y'all to do with to feel I'm gonna be doing the questions for you. If I am doing the questions for you, how lame would that be? Let's go. Module 2 questions. Where are those questions to determine the output? All right, cool. All right, so let's start. First question. Determine the output for the following algorithm. How long do you need? This question is normally like a 10-mark question, so you need 10 minutes to do it. So I'm going to give you 10 minutes to do it, and I'm just going to sit here and talk about random things while you'll do the question. And then I'll work it out for you, and then you will see if your answer matches up to mine. Is that okay? All right, this should cover the topic of determining the output of algorithms. This is what I think Sid said that. Determining the output of algorithms. So we could kill that off in the next half an hour, and that'll be one of the topics. So far I have 8 things to deal with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 things. And one of them is kind of big, which is control structures in C. So we're looking at about 8 weeks, maybe 9 weeks of work to get this stuff off. So that will take us to February, March, So yeah, somewhere in April, if we keep this thing. So I'll prepare all the lessons, and every Sunday night, y'all just come and we will hit it hard every time. So, all right, so we're determining the output of this. Work on it. Tell me when you finish. I'm right here. Eating chocolate. Yeah, Jared, them new chips, the Tiger Lake chips. They promise real plenty, you know. They promise real plenty, but it didn't work out too well. Uh-huh. That's all. Somebody somebody do a thing, a switch with.
I understand the point that you're trying to make, but I also think that you should educate yourself on the Caribbean architecture.
Yeah, they call it Coffin Lake because y'all don't forget to tell me when all you finish, eh? I think the benchmarks they promised for the processor, Jared, they said that it would be on par with the Ryzen 5000, the 5000 series in the Ryzen, but it doesn't look like it will meet it. It doesn't look like it will match up, and not even it wouldn't even come close to the M1. It would be crazy. But yeah, AMD all the way. Y'all getting through? Y'all are like solving the question, coming close, having issues, lost, don't know what is happening. Do 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 dum da dum da dum da dum da dum la da 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 dee 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 dee. if I'm doing any live for Unit 2. Yeah, eventually. Somewhere along the line. There's only so much time I have. But you see the problem, Jovian Edwards, is when I do lives for Keep, nobody else come. Like people always message and be like, oh, do a live for this, do a live for that. And then when you do the live, 3 people show up. And then you'll be like, no, tell your friends and tell your classmates. And be like, yes, I'll tell my friends and my classmates and they will all come. 5 people come. So usually I just do prepared videos for the I upload videos for those subjects because it doesn't really make sense doing a live fit. It's kind of almost like a waste of time. So yeah. Yeah. Wait, so y'all not finished with this yet? Anybody finished? What? So do you think we will get a multiple choice exam this year again? No, they already said no, they're not going to do that. And they made it clear that they're not. And if they do that, it'll be really dumb after all that happened last year. So they'll clearly no, they will do the paper twos. And they'll do everything that they have to do to make sure the exams are done properly. It had to take a big catastrophe to cause that again, but I doubt they'll do that again. Alright, so let's work this out and see what happens. Cause y'all not giving me any feedback to let me know if y'all finish or not. So I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. What should I say? Are you finished? I will ask over and over and over and over. Are you complete? Or is it that you're sitting there watching the question hoping that I will work it out? Yeah, I'm not going to do that. You're here to learn. You're here to learn. Alright, so let's work it out. So this is testing how you can, if you are able to output the information from what, to know what our algorithm will output when it does do the outputting. So it's going to start off by, we're going to start off by having a I, a j, and an n. And it will start off by n is equal to 5. Because we know n is equal to 5, we could kind of gauge what the for loop is going to do. The for loop is going to run 5 times, right? So the for loop here is going to make this thing run 5 times. So what is going to happen 5 times is that some set of things are going to happen 5 times, but there is a nested for loop inside of it. So that means 5 times this thing inside here is going to happen over and over and over. So the first time the for loop runs, it's going to do this for loop here, which is for j is equal to 1 to n 5 times. It's going to print a star. So it's going to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars, right? So the internal for loop will be done. And now we go back to the external for loop, which is, okay, so n is 1 here. And then here n is 2. When n is 2, what do? We do the same thing again. 5 stars. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we loop again. and n is 3. Because this is the external loop. The internal loop is doing the 5 stars. And then n is equal to 4, which will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then n is equal to 5, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ta-da! Any questions? That's the output of the algorithm. No questions? Nobody saying anything? I guess you all are good. Did you get it? No? Yes? Maybe? Kinda? What is the plus plus for? The plus plus really means add 1. So j plus plus is the same as j is equal to j plus 1. So whenever you have j plus plus, that means just add 1 to it. Add 1 to the value of j. Both of them are the same thing. So plus plus, j plus plus, I plus plus, all of them are add 1 to it. Alright, good. So I'm moving on to the next one. Here is the next one. Oh shucks. Attack on Titan. I have to watch it. Did I have episode 6 yet, man? So. No. Alright, we're looking hard to find this episode, but well, let's go to watch the new episodes of Attack on Titan. Go on, no, let's watch it. I have our next question up here, right? So y'all could work on that one. Shout out from St. Anthony's. St. Anthony's is a school, like the school in Trinidad in Westmoreland. St. Anthony's College. I can't find. Let me know when you finish, huh? All right, computer science students, let me know if you think you can solve this. Mix it. You think ish, kinda? All right, let's see what it comes out to be. Let me get it inside the let me get it into the whiteboard. First one was easy. That was our warm up. Let's get this one going. All right, so what is happening is we have a I, a J, and rows. So we have I, J, and rows. Rows is equal to 5. So we know this for sure that rows is equal to 5. So therefore our loop is going to be going 5 times. So this is I is 1 less than or equal to 5. So this loop is going to go 5 times. So we check in the value of I. So I is equal to 1 at the start. When I is equal to 1, we check in J is 1 less than rows. So that means J is going to try to be J is 1 at the start too. And this value here is rows minus I. Rows minus I basically means whatever value rows is at a point in time is 5 minus 1, which will be equal to 4. So that means we're going to try, this loop here is going to go from 1 to 4. Rows minus I, which is 5 minus 1, right? So the first for loop is going to go 4 times. And the 4 times it runs, it's going to print a space. So to denote a space, we normally put like a dash and then 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces, right? And then we have a for loop that's going to go I less than J less than rho. Same amount because this is the This is the same loop, but we go into the value of rows now, so it's 5. So we're going from 1 to 5. What are we doing 1 to 5? We print in the star. So that's our pattern there. So we print in 5 spaces, 4 spaces, sorry, and then we print in 5 stars. So we're going to print the 5 stars now. 5 stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars. Right. So that's our first for loop. And now we reach the I is equal to 2. Because the value of I is controlled by this for loop here. So we are in the second part of our loop, and this time j is 1, but j is going from 1 to rows minus I, which is rows is still 5, but now I is 2. So that means it's going to be 5 minus 2, so it's going to be going from 1 to 3. So therefore, the first loop is going to print 3 spaces, 1, 2, 3 spaces. And then we're going to do this second loop here, which is going to go from j less than equal to rows. That's 5 still, so we're going to get 5 stars. So we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 stars. Then while the backslash n tells us go to our next line. Now we're back again, which is I is equal to 3. So you're going to get j now is going to be 1 to 2, because now we're going to get 5 take away 3, because the value of I would have now changed to 3 because of the loop. So it's 5 take away 3. So you're going to get 3 spaces again. 2 spaces now. 2 spaces, and then you're going to get 5 stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then now we go again. The value of I is going to change to 4. So we get 5 take away 4, which will now mean I is equal to 4. So j goes from 1 is equal to 1 to 1. So then we're going to get the 2 underscores here. So we're going to get 1 underscore, sorry. Yeah, I could kind of see the pattern by now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ta-da. How do I know for I equal to, I'm going to get 5 stars? Because the 5 stars is really being controlled by this loop here. This loop here, going to do 5 stars all the time. It doesn't matter, because it's going to go from j less than or equal to rows, which is 5, because rows never change value here. Rows is always 5. So there is no change. Alright, and then the last part now, that makes sense, you understand? And then the last loop now will be I is equal to 5, which is this outside loop here. I is equal to 5. It'll be 5 minus 5. J will be equal to 0. Because it'll be 5 take away 5. So therefore we won't have any spaces, because this loop here never gets to run, because it will be 0. So we're just going to go to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's our answer. Any questions? Right, so I tried to color code it for y'all. The whole first loop is denoted by red. So the red is what we're checking for to do 5 times. What are we doing 5 times? The black one is what you would be doing for the first loop, which is put in the spaces. So this one will be for all these spaces here. And then the green one will be for the stars. So that'll always print 5 stars. No. Alright, so y'all grasp it? Everybody understands? Alright, so the answer that you'll get for that is this is basically 5 stars shifting to the left each time by 1 because the values of J and whatnot will keep changing. Alright, one more, one for the road, one for the road. Whoosh! Ah, boy, that plenty. That one for the road kind of long, but let me see what our easier one. Nope, that's a all. I hear what to y'all screenshot that there. Screenshot this one time when you finish screenshotting it. Y'all could do those for next week, and next week I'll work these out for you. When you finish screenshotting, let me know. Alright, and take a screenshot of this one too. Alright, so those are the two that we will come back to do for next week. Most likely next week I'll do some more algorithms for you all with nested loops to explain the concept. So I'll prepare for next week. I will prepare alright, so we just did determining the outputs of certain algorithms, so we can knock that off. Next week I'll prepare nested loops for you. So I'll show you how a nested loop actually works and what is actually taking place when you do a nested loop. Alright, so that's it for tonight. Y'all come back next week at 9 o'clock, same time, same channel. And don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I have a gazillion other ComSci videos on the channel. And you could also check my website, makeITsimpleTT.com/videos. And you will be able to get more help there, especially for things like your IE and whatnot. I do a lot of work for breaking down how to do a ComSci IE and yada yada yada, such and such. Alright, so that's it for tonight. Thank you very much for your time, everybody. I will see you next week, Sunday at 9 p.m. EST. EST, I think that's 8 o'clock in Jamaican time. Something like that. Yeah. Bye-bye.